Really?
Yeah.
You met Gwan. You met me. Who's my point already?
Oh,
I got
so what else
questions.
did you unlearn?
So you're married.
Sure, yep.
You got married at 26. Did you feel like, are you still married to her today?
Yeah.
Okay, so 26
16
is
years.
very young.
Why? Jewish people get married at 17.
I know they do, and I feel like they have a lot of issues. So, but I love no shade, no shade.
No, but
I
they
love
stay
Jews.
married. A lot of them stay married. A lot of these old Jews that's been married for 60 years,
So
got
what's
married
the
at
secret?
17.
What's the secret?
staying true to your commitment. Yeah. A lot because
He's a Taurus. That's
because maybe because of society, right? Because of the society we live in, people are unwilling to. They think I changed my mind. I got the freedom. I got the right to change my mind. You do, but when like I was talking to a couple of my boys today, and the conversation came up that some men are saying, if you are dated, if a woman is forcing you to get married after 5 years, you should leave her, right? And so my boy said that frame of mind is stupid because you want her to sit with you for 5 years, and then you're gonna leave, and then she now has to spend another 5 years with somebody else.
Thank you.
And that's now 10 years of her life gone.
Thank you.
Right?
Who got that? What's his name? He's single?
Nah.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, congratulations to her.
Yeah. So a lot of the issues we have today, as it relates to relationships and marriages, right, has nothing to do with people. People are who they have always been. But we as a people, as a society, as a nation, right, we stop holding true to one, values, and two, commitment. Commitment used to mean something. When a person said, I give you my word, we didn't need a contract.
Talk about it.
Now we need contracts because we can't trust your word, right? Now we're getting married and we gotta sign a contract.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And because as a society, we have devolved into where we are today. Yes, you're gonna have, when someone got married, the thought of divorce was never in the picture. Most people nowadays, when they're getting married, they're
Prenup.
also, you're contemplating divorce at that point. That's what a prenup is.
I call it, protection, but okay.
But that's, sure, but protection in the event. So at the onset of marriage, we're already thinking about the end.
Look at it like healthcare. It's insurance. So are you going to wait until you get sick before you say, hey, maybe I need health insurance?
I understand what you're saying, but I am saying...
He doesn't like that.
No, but you don't have to do a prenup in the beginning. You can do a prenup in the middle.
You can. You can.
So the point I'm making is...
It's not a prenup then. It's called a post-nup or something?
I don't
Middle
know.
nump.
I don't know.
No, I think it is post-nup though.
But the point I'm making is divorce is already in our lexicon even before we get married. Before, people just was yearning to get married and that was the destination.
Yeah.
Now it's like, well, we could get married a couple of times. What's wrong with that?
Before, people were beating the shit out of people and thought that was okay. Before, a woman would accept a man cheating because she wasn't able to open a bank account.
Talk about it.
And have her own house.
I needed you, yeah. I couldn't work. I wasn't allowed to be in the workforce.
My grandmother has 6 kids. You know what I'm saying? How could she do that? Dre believes, she could have went out and got a job and did it on her.
Yeah, but that's
by her
a lot.
lonely
It
in
is
the
a lot.
1940s
And also-
Jamaica.
Yes,
It's a lot
understanding
today.
how society works, where women are not in the workforce. You know what I'm saying? So, wow, that was deep. What was I gonna say?
We like to get there sometimes.
Okay. No, that was good. I just feel like I love your story. I think that's
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I feel like we get to instill this in our generations, that all those morals and values that you were talking about, commitment, right? Because I feel like that creates the person, because not everybody understands commitment.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And you understood commitment at 26, and I just feel like for you should have been married if that's what you valued, and that's what and she obviously agreed with your values. That's perfect. But there are some men that just don't get it. They feel, and that's how I feel like Kevin Samuels was kind of pushing on a lot of men too. It was like, why do you want to be with this woman that has 6 kids? You know what I'm saying? You should be by yourself. Do you even want to have children?
Yourself.
Do you even want to have children?
And what do you think about that? Do you think a man should go, if he has no kids, go with a woman who has 6 kids?
I mean, it depends. If that's something that he is okay with. Does he want more kids? Is she willing to give him more kids?
Yeah. Okay.
You know, like that's all a conversation. But what I was just saying is, I also agree with you too in the sense. So I feel like people are people, and so your homeboy that is not into commitment and want to stay for 5 years and test it out, have her live with you, throw her through hoops, and I have friends that do the same thing too. Ladies, you're wasting your time, and it sucks that we're figuring this out now, but it's okay. When you learn it, okay? And then you get to share the knowledge with the younger generation. All right.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna say. Marriage is kind of going out of style, and some people can't spend life together without a contract. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
I think it's a definition, though.
I don't think that not being married automatically assumes y'all are gonna break up, and being married automatically assumes y'all are gonna stay together.
It's the definition. What does marriage mean to you? So marriage to me, yes, it's the legal aspect where we could go to the courthouse, but for me, really, it's not about a piece of paper. It's the commitment. So
somebody is not able to commit to you without signing a piece of paper?
You can, but in our society, it creates us as one in the society that we live with. If you want to live off the reservation and off, understand, like...
He's like 1/8 Cherokee.
And that's okay. And that's okay, too. You just got to find somebody that agrees with that and all that stuff. To me, marriage means commitment. We don't need paper. We don't need the 10, 20... $40,000 wedding. It's the commitment. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to find someone that understands that.
I love the it was Marvel or DC. One of these companies came out, and at the time I think Marvel was signing contracts with all artists to draw for them. You had to get locked into this situation, and I think DC came out with it, and they said, "Yo, listen. We're only gonna pay you for the work you do. And you could be here as long as you want to. I don't want you to be here longer than you want to be." You understand what I'm saying? So I believe like that with life. We don't like contracts. Don't we love that contracts went out on cell phones and shit?
No.
Because, you love a good contract?
Yep.
No,
well,
I don't like contracts.
I don't like contracts. So I feel like you need to put in that effort each day. And when this is no longer serving us, then you walk away. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that you still do that in a marriage. I feel like you still do that in a marriage. If I am not happy in the marriage and you're not happy in the marriage and we're not committed to making it work, we should both leave.
There you go. That latter part is the key to every marriage working. I agree. Right? And that's the problem. A lot of times, and we're kind of stuck here for a bit, but us as a society today, only one person is fighting in the marriage most times, right? We had an episode recently where I was trying to get my boy to realize that he's saying he's fighting to keep the relationship going. And you guys who've been following, the episode. That's our last episode, right? He's saying he's fighting for the marriage, but he's not giving her a chance to fight, or he's not meeting her. It takes 2 people to fight, and a lot of times in most marriages is one person fighting, right? And no relationship is going to work if only one person is fighting.
Facts.
And so that's part of the...
I want to spend my relationships loving. I don't want to spend my relationships fighting.
I agree. But there are going to be disagreements, and you don't have to say that that's a bad thing.
Don't fall for it.
It's what does everything mean to you? So I don't want to argue with my partner. I want us to love each other. I want to give you love. I want you to give me love. But we're going to have disagreements, and it doesn't have to be an argument. It doesn't have to be negative. It's a conversation where you hear my perspective, I hear your perspective, and we come to a compromise in whatever we're trying to do to move forward.